Okay, today we're here with Tom Burnham, sailing coach with Team American Magic on the AC40 America. Looked like we had another kind of top-end day out there. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it was breezy. It was a little bit questionable whether we were going to sail today. We ended up getting a good session in. You know, we had anywhere from 14 knots at the low end to 25, 26 knots at the top end, so it was a good breeze on day to be out in the bay. A little bit chilly. Winter's back in Pensacola, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't last much longer.
Okay, great. What was the specific agenda going into today? We saw the new foil on the starboard side. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, today was basically just a first testing day with first day of sailing with the new foil and just easing into it, and we waited for the breeze to get a little bit lower and made sure we were careful with how we were sailing on that foil. But we just put it through its paces today and didn't have too long a day. Got in at a reasonable hour to be able to be ready to go sailing on Monday.
Nice. What can you tell us with regard to the design of the new foil and what you expect to gain out of it performance-wise, and what you saw today? It kind of looked like you might have been a little faster on that tack.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty early to tell. It's just a new design, and so it's, you know, checking in with the design results and what the foil is supposed to be doing, and getting a look at it for the first day. So not reading too much into day one with it, just a kind of a checking out sailing day.
Okay. Were there any, over the last couple of days, non-sailing days, were there any specific resolutions to the teething issues that we saw last week or earlier this week?
I think so. I mean, the boat performed really well today. Everything worked really well. You know, just going through, checking everything, making sure that everything's all good. And, you know, we're only, I think this is day 8 of a brand new boat. It's pretty good. So everything's going really well. And a couple of small teething issues for a few days there, but nothing that's super unexpected on a brand new boat that's this complicated. So it's all going well.
Okay. Were there any crew substitutions today?
No, the guys were all the same crew, stayed on board all day today.
Okay.
So pretty short day.
Yeah. Can you give us an example of the communication that go on between you and the sailors, like say on a typical upwind, if there is such a thing?
Yeah, from the chase boat, you know, obviously I'm listening to the communications that are happening on board, and then I have a microphone so I can key in and talk to them if I see something that we'd like to try differently, looking at jib trims or how they're sailing the boat attitude, things like that, and then, you know, talking about next steps and things. Try not to interject too much, and most of the time our chatting happens when we're on side tow between runs. So mostly just letting them go unless we see something obvious that we want to chime in about.
Okay, thanks for that. And what would you say the most valuable piece of data you're looking at throughout the day, whether that be like an instrument or feedback?
I'm looking at, it's really nice with the telemetry systems that we have when we're out sailing on the AC75, and even some things that we can see from this boat, to have all those instruments right in front of me on the chase boat and be able to monitor the loads, check out where the lead positions are and jib cars and all those sorts of things, and it's pretty nice to be able to monitor that from the chase boat and comment when we see things that are a little out of whack, or mark down when things are good.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.